Any other discussion? Have a motion second on the floor. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Let the record show there is none. Consider ordinance number 9111-2. That is the adoption of a 2011 tax rate. Okay, that motion has been made by Mr. Sayers. Is there a second? Second. Second by Mr. Land. Is there any discussion? This tax rate is a tax rate of .1340 for maintenance and operations, and a tax rate of .1600 for interest and sinking fund, necessary and appropriate for funding the 2011-2012 budget of the city of Jasper. We'll call the question. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposition? The record shows it passed unanimously. Up next, consider ordinance number 9-11-3, tax roll appraisal and tax levy. Oh, the tax appraisal and tax levy. Do we have a motion?
What number are you on, Mark?
Number 4. It basically is just the legislation for the tax rate. That motion has been made by Councilmember Sayers. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Terry Norsworthy. Is there any discussion? Being no discussion, I'll call the question. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Is there any opposition? Let the record show there is none. Consider ordinance number 9-11-4, applying allocated adjustments, contingency reserves, and providing for amended budgets.
I'll make the motion.
Motion made by Mr. Sayers. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Terry Norsworthy. Is there any discussion? Being no discussion, I'll call the question. All those in favor of the measure say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Let the record show there is no opposition. We'll move to number 6, which is to consider number 9-11-5, ordinance adopting governmental accounting standard board statement.
I'll make the motion.
Motion's made by Randy Sayers. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, is there any discussion?
I'm not exactly clear about this. Did you explain this to me?
Would you let the, would you explain that, Denise?
Yes, sir. It is just a new law that the governmental accounting board has passed. On our balance sheet, in our financial report, it would used to say reserve funds and unreserved funds. Well, they are requiring now that we say non-spendable, restricted, committed, assigned, and uncommitted. It's just a different format when our new financial statements are coming out.
Okay, with that, is there any more discussion? Then I'll call the question. All those in favor of that ordinance say aye. Aye. Okay, up next we have consider ordinance number 9-11-6, adopting a revised plan for the city's council member district, providing for related matters and an effective date. Is there a motion? Motion by Mr. Sayers. Is there a second?
Second.
A motion by Scott, motion by Mr. Scott, and was a second by Terry. Is there discussion?
What is this exactly?
It's ordinance to redistrict that we talked about. Yes.
Okay.
Being no discussion, I'll call the question. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposition? Let the record show there is none. Okay, we've already done number 8 in a previous address, so we will move to item number 9, consider approving interlocal agreement between Jasper County and the City of Jasper for the November the 8th, 2011 recall position. Is there, well, go ahead with your question.
This the election year. The county is going to oversee the election. question I want to know, is the county gonna oversee this, and if so, who gave the ruling?
Robert's not here, so. In a November election, by law, we're required to use the county precincts on election day. Early voting will be here at City Hall with all the city co-secretary, Ms. Peak, will be the early voting judge. And then during election day, we will have workers at, I think it's 6 county precincts around town, and you'll vote just like you would on a county election in the fall. State law, state election law says that they'll be housed at the county election precincts. First State Bank First National Bank Community Room, Tanglewood, I believe, is one. All the regular county election precincts, which is going to be thoroughly confusing, but.
But the interlocal agreement is really for the machine.
Yeah, it's for the ES&S ballots and the tabulating equipment to count the ballots and everything. Is what the interlocal agreement's on. It'll be city workers. It'll be just like it would normally be, but instead of Mount Olive here, Parnell, and high school, it'll be at the county voting precincts.
And the state requiring.
Nothing to do with the city legislature.
The Texas election code states it. I gave, there was some question the other time, and I gave Rodney Northworthy a copy of the law and an opinion from the Secretary of State on it, and I gave
This is the
Tommy
same
Lewis
law that
one.
requires the legislation, the legislature required mandated that we hold a joint election with the school in May.
correct.
Mr. Barton, now, they're saying precinct level instead of district, am I right?
Yes, sir.
I like to get something in writing that let people know that district like District 7, what district that is. We need people not to be confused. I'm trying to keep them confused if I can. So, but when you go talk about District 7, District 6, all that kind of, they're not familiar with that.
Right.
And I mean, precincts, these precincts, but they're familiar with this citywide. They know about the precincts and county election, but I mean, but city election, they're not used to, they're not accustomed to that.
Right.
So I need to get that quick as we can.
I got one more question regarding the agreement. It looked like to me at the last page, I don't know if it was a screenshot or what, it looked like it had this 8th day of November scratched out to the 14th day of November scratched out to the 8th of August. What's that about?
It's a county agreement, and evidently they met on a different day, and they didn't go back into Word Perfect or Word and change it, and they just scratched it out and dated it to 8th.
I think that's the date that the county approved it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, you don't know that either because there's no date decided either. So, I mean, they did not date it.
This was passed, interlocal agreement was passed by the Commissioner's Court on the 8th day of August 2011. And it looks to me like it was an afterthought or something. They were going to have it on a later date or an agreement at a later date or whatever, but that's what Mark Allen signed and Debbie Newman signed it on the 8th day of August 2011.
It's like nobody mentioned the scratch out. That's what I was thinking.
I'll get with them and get a clean copy if you'd like. That's.
Well, if they could just reflect the minutes that they passed it, that would be good enough. Their minutes, I say, because they have it on tape. I wasn't for weeks.
Look at you, I like a copy of it because I want to reflect what's on the sheet here.
I'll check with them in the morning.
Okay, do we have a motion to accept that? Second? Second. Okay, any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Any opposed? Let the record show that the measure passed unanimously. Okay, we have up next executive session to discuss the city manager's evaluation. Mr. Boykin, there was a little mix-up on that. He asked me today to not to skip that item, and I understand that we will take that up Thursday. Is that correct? That's been legally posted?
Yes.
Okay. We will be within the 72 hours. Okay, no other items on the agenda that we can take action on. I move that we adjourn.